Did you know that the average American home has over 300,000 items? That's right, 300,000. And yet, despite all this stuff, studies show that 1 in 4 Americans can't park their cars in their garages because they're too cluttered. We're drowning in things, but feeling emptier than ever. We live in a world that tells us more is better. But is it really? The rise of minimalism challenges this idea, offering a different path, one where less truly is more. But minimalism isn't just about decluttering your home. It's about transforming your mindset in a world obsessed with consumption. In this video, we're diving into 6 powerful mental shifts that can help you embrace minimalism in a consumer-driven world. We'll talk about decluttering your mind, redefining your needs, and even finding abundance in having less. By the end of this journey, you'll see that minimalism isn't about giving up. It's about gaining what truly matters. Ready to rethink what it means to live a rich life? Let's get started. Chapter 1. Declutter your mind. Beyond physical minimalism. Minimalism isn't just about tossing out old clothes or clearing your countertops. It starts in your mind. Imagine your brain as a closet filled with random thoughts, worries, and to-do lists. Just like a cluttered closet, a cluttered mind can weigh you down. In fact, research shows that clutter can increase cortisol levels, making you feel stressed and overwhelmed. So, how do you declutter your mind? Start with mindfulness. Mindfulness is like the Marie Kondo of your thoughts, keeping only what sparks joy and letting go of the rest. Daily meditation is a powerful tool here. Even just 5 minutes can help you clear out the mental cobwebs. Apps like Headspace or Calm can guide you if you're new to this. Another strategy is to practice digital minimalism. We're bombarded with information every day, from emails to social media notifications. Cal Newport, in his book Digital Minimalism, argues that constantly being plugged in fractures our attention. To counter this, try setting specific times for checking your devices and keep your phone out of reach during meals or conversations. You'll be surprised how much mental space this creates. Lastly, consider journaling. Writing down your thoughts can be like taking out the mental trash. A study published in Psychological Science found that people who wrote down their worries before an exam performed better. By journaling, you can declutter your mind and make room for the thoughts that truly matter. Chapter 2. The Conscious Consumer. Redefining Needs versus Wants. In a world where you're constantly told to buy more, shifting to a minimalist mindset requires you to redefine what you actually need. It's easy to confuse wants with needs, especially when advertisers spend over $300 billion a year trying to blur that line. But here's a simple truth. Most of what we think we need, we don't. To start this shift, try the 30-day rule. If you find yourself wanting to buy something, wait 30 days. If you still want it after that, consider purchasing it. Often, the urge fades, and you realize it wasn't a need. This strategy can save you money and keep unnecessary items out of your home. Another tactic is to think like an essentialist. Greg McKeown, in his book Essentialism, talks about doing less, but better. Apply this to your buying habits by asking yourself, does this add significant value to my life? If not, let it go. Remember, the goal is to own less, but cherish what you do own more. You can also practice gratitude as a tool to curb unnecessary consumption. A study in the Journal of Positive Psychology found that grateful people are less materialistic. By focusing on what you already have, you'll find that your needs start to shrink. Finally, try a shopping ban. Commit to not buying anything new for a month or even a year. This radical approach forces you to rethink your relationship with material goods. Kate Flanders, in her book The Year of Less, shares how she saved 50% of her income during her year-long shopping ban and found greater happiness in the process. Chapter 3. The Time Value Revolution. Prioritizing moments over things. We live in a society that often equates success with how much stuff you have. But minimalism flips that script. Instead of chasing material wealth, minimalists chase time. Time to do what truly makes them happy. After all, time is the only thing you can't get back once it's spent. One strategy to prioritize time over things is to calculate your purchases in hours rather than dollars. For example, if you earn $20 an hour and want to buy something that costs $100, ask yourself if it's worth 5 hours of your life. This simple shift in perspective can make you more mindful of what you're trading your time for. Another approach is to schedule your priorities, not just your tasks. Stephen Covey, in his book The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, emphasizes the importance of putting first things first. Identify what matters most to you, whether it's spending time with family, pursuing a hobby, or just relaxing, and block out time for those activities. This way, you ensure that your time is spent on things that truly enrich your life. Lastly, practice saying no. It's a small word, but it can have a big impact on your time. Saying no to unnecessary commitments gives you the freedom to say yes to what really matters. According to the Journal of Consumer Research, people who feel in control of their time are happier and more satisfied with their lives. So, the next time you're faced with a decision, remember, it's not just about what you're saying yes to, but also what you're willing to say no to. In the end, minimalism isn't about having less. It's about making room for more of what truly matters. If you're into this, subscribe and let's keep moving forward with the video. Chapter 4. Simplicity and Purpose. Aligning life goals with minimalist values. Living with purpose is a cornerstone of minimalism. It's about stripping away distractions and focusing on what truly drives you. This isn't just about achieving goals. It's about ensuring those goals align with your core values. A study by the Journal of Occupational Health Psychology found that people who have a clear sense of purpose experience lower stress and greater job satisfaction. To start, define your why. Simon Sinek, in his book Start With Why, emphasizes the importance of knowing why you do what you do. This simple question can guide you in making decisions that align with your values. When your actions are rooted in purpose, you're less likely to be swayed by external pressures or societal expectations. Next, embrace the power of focus. Greg McKeown, the author of Essentialism, advises that by saying yes to fewer things, you can focus on what truly matters. This is about quality over quantity, not just in what you own, but in how you spend your time and energy. Focus on the few things that bring you the most fulfillment, and let go of the rest. Another strategy is to revisit your goals regularly. Life changes, and so do your priorities. Minimalism encourages you to regularly evaluate whether your goals still serve your purpose. If not, it's okay to let them go. This isn't about quitting, it's about evolving. You can also apply minimalism to your social life. Choose to surround yourself with people who support and inspire you. A study in psychosomatic medicine found that positive social relationships are linked to better health and longer life. By focusing on meaningful connections, you align your social interactions with your core values, leading to a more purposeful life. Chapter 5. The Power of Saying No. Protecting your energy. One of the most powerful words in minimalism is no. It's a small word, but it can have a huge impact on your life. Saying no isn't about being selfish. It's about protecting your energy and time for what truly matters. Start by recognizing that every yes is a trade-off. When you agree to something, you're giving up time and energy that could be spent elsewhere. Warren Buffett, one of the world's most successful investors, attributes much of his success to his ability to say no. He famously said, "The difference between successful people and really successful people is that really successful people say no to almost everything." A practical strategy is to pause before responding to requests. Give yourself time to consider whether the request aligns with your priorities. If it doesn't, don't be afraid to say no. Remember, it's better to say no up front than to overcommit and deliver less than your best. Another technique is to practice the art of the polite no. You don't have to give a lengthy explanation or apologize for saying no. A simple, "Thank you for thinking of me, but I'm unable to commit at this time," is often enough. This approach allows you to decline gracefully while maintaining good relationships. You can also protect your energy by setting boundaries. Boundaries aren't about keeping people out. They're about ensuring that your time and energy are spent on things that matter to you. A study in the Journal of Applied Psychology found that people who set boundaries experience less burnout and greater job satisfaction. By clearly communicating your limits, you can avoid overcommitting and ensure that your energy is reserved for what truly matters. Chapter 6. Abundance in Less. Finding joy in what you have. Minimalism teaches us that true abundance isn't about having more. It's about appreciating what you already have. This mental shift can lead to greater happiness and contentment. A study published in Personality and Social Psychology Bulletin found that people who focus on what they're grateful for experience more positive emotions and greater life satisfaction. One way to cultivate this mindset is to practice gratitude daily. Keep a gratitude journal where you list 3 things you're grateful for each day. This simple habit can shift your focus from what's lacking to what's abundant in your life. Oprah Winfrey, a strong advocate for gratitude journaling, says it's one of the most powerful tools she uses to stay grounded and joyful. Another strategy is to adopt a one-in, one-out rule. For every new item you bring into your home, let go of something you already own. This practice keeps clutter at bay and helps you appreciate the things you choose to keep. It's a reminder that every item you own should serve a purpose or bring you joy. You can also find abundance in experiences rather than things. Research published in the Journal of Positive Psychology shows that people who spend money on experiences rather than material goods report greater happiness. Consider spending your time and money on experiences like travel, learning a new skill, or spending time with loved ones. These experiences enrich your life in ways that material possessions cannot. Lastly, embrace the concept of enough. Minimalism isn't about deprivation, it's about knowing when you have enough. This mindset frees you from the constant pursuit of more and allows you to find contentment in the present moment. Remember, abundance isn't about having everything, it's about appreciating everything you have. Love this video? There's more where that came from. Subscribe now!